We're in D.C.
Stranded.
He hung up on me.
Oh.
He hung up on me.
They're nowhere close. Shane, I think we are hopelessly lost.
Yeah, we're lost. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
It's time
To talk
about
our lives. In the video that you're about to see, we are going to experience a bit of a travel nightmare.
Yeah.
Normally, we are able to keep our moods high in situations like this because we're traveling. And traveling is fun and an adventure.
And I did that.
Hannah did that in this video, but you will see my mood begin to shift from annoyance to actual anger. And I want all of you to try to spot the moment where you think my mood really changes. When you see it, leave a comment that's like, it was this moment. And we'll see how many of you notice when I become
Actually,
enraged and like angry and sad. All negative emotions. Here we go.
we're in D.C.
Stranded.
Well, I was gonna say that we had such a fantastic flight here. You know, Shane was comfortable on the plane, no issues with his chair, like everything went so well.
I had a margarita.
Yes, they had margaritas on this flight.
It was coming up, nothing but shade.
Yeah, Shane was having a fantastic day. And then we arrived at the airport. Which airport are we at? Dulles?
No.
No,
Reagan?
Reagan.
Yeah.
And we had reserved an accessible taxi days ago, like a week ago, maybe more, maybe 2 weeks ago.
You know, thinking ahead,
Yes.
being proactive.
And we arrived. We were very impressed with ourselves. We arrived 3 minutes out here, 3 minutes before our scheduled time, which is lucky because sometimes the chair takes longer, whatever. So it was all going perfectly. And then after like 7 or 8 minutes, we called the taxi company to be like, oh, we're under like this sign, just so you know, in case they were, I mean, it's a really big airport, like they could have been anywhere. So we called to be like, we're here. And they were like, oh no, the closest taxi is 15 minutes away. We were like, closest one? Like we scheduled an appointment. Like why are we just getting the closest one? That's weird. But apparently the closest one must have taken another job because 30 minutes later we called again. And we were like, it's been 30 minutes, like you said 15 minutes. And they were like, it's gonna be another 30. They're nowhere close. So I think they're just like taking other people. Like the taxi's now further than it was. I don't understand. And they won't pick up the phone. We keep calling back and they won't answer now.
Can you come up to my face? Closer. Closer. Closer.
No one wants that.
Closer. And the most frustrating part is that we are sitting here watching thousands of non-accessible taxis drive by. Put a ramp in like 1 out of every 50. That's all I'm asking. Not 1 in 10. Not 1 in 5.
You could do 1 in 10 and 1 in 5 because the ramp doesn't hurt. But yeah.
1 in 50. I've not seen one.
Yeah.
As
we
thousands.
There hasn't been one. And there's been giant lines of taxis nonstop.
I'm hungry.
I know. We haven't eaten all day. We had breakfast and now it's 7?
I'm like
7:10.
cry.
Start crying. When the taxi guy arrives, please be crying.
Then do not accept reservations. When I go online and it says, oh, we happily accept your reservations, call this number and we will be there for you. Don't put that online. That was on the website. He hung up on me.
Oh.
He hung up on me.
Say it again.
Can you just tell us again what they
Red top cab.
Okay, Mom, can you just tell us again what they said?
That the accessible taxi driver right now had been reserved for 6:30, which was 45 minutes ago, currently has another drop-off, is in the process of dropping that person off, apparently. We'll drop them off in the next 5 or 10 minutes. And at that point, he will then be offered this job.
And who knows how many other jobs from other poor people waiting.
And I said, doesn't he work for you? Aren't you a cab company? Like, can he decline? And he said, yes, he can decline. I said, then what do you do? He says, well, then we just keep calling others to see if someone will pick you up.
Oh my God. All right, let's try to figure out the metro. I'm done waiting.
This is, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this. Red top cab.
In D.C.
In D.C.
Wow, we're
Washington,
mad.
D.C. don't ever use them.
No, at least not if you use a wheelchair. Poor Shane.
Yeah, I don't know if you will.
Man.
I mean, I'm as far in now.
Yeah, that's okay.
Here, yeah, give me this.
I'm in.
Okay.
Oh my god, it
That's the
stinks.
train. Yeah, it smells bad.
Oh god.
Smells like
Someone
Boston.
was smoking in here.
Smells like Boston. Hey, there's a rear radio. There's our taxi.
The adventures.
We're on.
We're on.
This is the Blue Line train to Carlton.
Is that the right way?
Yes. So we decided to take the metro instead, which is, I don't know, maybe like a 30, 40
This
minute
is Rosalind, also
ride.
station at Jade, and the first transfer from
As, as opposed to a 10-minute drive, but overall we're gonna save time instead of waiting for the guy to pick us up. But Shane loves riding trains, as you guys know, and the DC Metro is extremely accessible. Like every stop is accessible, and it was super easy getting on. So now we're wondering if maybe Shane orchestrated this.
Red top taxi. You really felt that was real?
We were waiting for a fake taxi company that whole time. You were the one on the other end of the phone.
Now we're right where I want to be.
The next stop is Crystal City, and it's in Arlington. I used to take you to Crystal City when we lived here for 6 months.
Aww.
It's a mall.
Hope they won't slide.
Basically my birthplace.
No, not really.
Nothing like a froggy bottom.
Froggy.
Foggy or froggy? Alright, we're off the train. Now to find the hotel. We just walked down a long, long hallway.
And we paid to get out here, so
Paid
now we're
to
out
get
of
out
money.
here. And now there's escalators and no elevator.
Yeah. Okay. This is the accessible. Because I'm literally dying.
Oh my god.
This looks like a
The
nightmare.
floor is wet over here.
Is this like our 10th elevator?
And then we're gonna bang on right at the end of the next one.
Okie dokie.
Do it.
Do you want to be in our video, Michael?
Or do you know to not be in
But I
it?
don't know if I'm allowed to.
I'm sure you're allowed to be. I feel like people are gonna be like, "Who is this?" They're gonna think that you're like the station manager that we've gotten to assist us or something.
Trust me, if you wanted to speak with this manager, customer service would be excellent.
You did beat us there.
I did.
That was pretty,
That was very epic.
it was epic, it was romantic.
So we were in DC for a speaking engagement, and thankfully our contact for that speaking engagement, Michael, found us at the metro station,
We were lost.
rescued us. We made our way back together. Yeah, thank goodness he found us because it was a maze trying to find the hotel. Shane, I think we are hopelessly lost.
Yeah, we were lost.
Do you think we can really get down in there?
I think so.
Should we try that ramp instead? This is a little weird. Oh, I know.
I am hungry.
I know.
Ah.
A sign for a ramp behind the bush.
Ramp.
Push it behind the pillar.
Okay, somewhere in here.
But we did, thanks to Michael,
Yes.
eventually make it back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is where I thought it was. Thank you. It's not. Nothing's open.
No, I'm trying to get them to the metro.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Thank you.
You were using it.
Have fun with that.
Huh?
I said, have fun with that.
I know.
Get into the metro. Good luck.
Hi.
Good, how are you?
I recognize you guys.
As we were falling asleep at like 10 or 11, we got a text from the cab company saying your cab is on the way.
Uh-huh.
So like
They thought
4 or 5 hours later, they thought we were just chilling, just waiting for this cab.
And we had tried to cancel, but they wouldn't pick up the phone.
Yeah.
So,
We hope that cab realized that we were no longer
yeah, maybe it was a little too late.
at the airport, but maybe you should have arrived before 6 hours late. Anyway, we went to bed, had a great night's rest, and the next day was our panel at the Atlantic Festival.
It was, I think, the most beautiful venue we've ever spoken
It
at.
was really cool. Just a beautiful, like, outdoor area.
Yeah. The wharf.
The wharf in D.C.
Yep.
Lots of restaurants and beautiful boats.
Yeah.
Just a cool area.
Very cool. The panel went really well. We had a fantastic time. And after the panel, we were supposed to go to lunch with the other panelists,
Guess what happened?
which would have been really fun. Unfortunately, the accessible taxi that was reserved for us did not show for lunch. So we went to lunch with Michael and James Ian, who was also there for the panel. He performed his song Spaces at the panel. And so we had a wonderful, intimate lunch.
Yeah, it was a great little lunch, but it was just so ironic that
Yeah.
once again it was an hour and the cab was still not there.
Yeah.
There were no answers about where it was.
Yep.
Just DC, you got to get your cab situation figured out.
Yeah.
And that was a different company.
Yeah.
So 2 companies.
That was one that was recommended by
Suspect.
people.
You're
I know.
suspect.
Suspect.
This was a real quick trip. After enjoying the conference, we had a nice dinner, and then we flew out the next day. We took the metro back to the airport because we were not going to try to deal with another taxi.
Yep.
I will say the metro in DC is very accessible.
Yep.
I was very grateful for all the elevators and, accessible trains.
And just getting onto the train without having to use a ramp or anything was
Yeah.
nice because we've always had to use a ramp.
Yeah, and that's always a little nerve-wracking that whoever has to help with that
Yeah.
might not help, and then
Might
they
not
can't
see
get on the
you.
train.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
being
great.
able to drive right on, I love trains.
Okay.
I think this channel should become more train focused.
You know who would love that? Your dad.
Me and my dad, we're gonna replace Hannah
Yeah.
with my dad, and it'll be
A
called
mutual love of
Father
trains.
and Son Ride the Rails.
Oh wow.
Real riders ride the rails for life, all love. Goodbye.